Hello there, everybody. So, apologies for the very dramatic reschedule. Like I said, oh no, it's doing a thing. Hold on a second, I know how to fix this. Oh, I gotta restart it, damn it. Okay, I'm gonna disappear for a moment. I promise I'll be back. Hey there, Parasitas, what you do? How you doing? What was I saying though? Oh yeah. I don't know why, but like, listen to this. I started like throwing it. I started like plugging on some of these plugging some of the strings, and I realized I kind of did start making something that went with the Water Death tune. I'm back. You want to say that to my face? But yeah, no. So I've got the bass out. Again. Like I said, I know we skipped over this on Wednesday. Because Tuesday turned into oops all bass, but we gotta back out now. We're gonna try not to repeat Tuesday. Is what we're gonna do here now. Let's see if we can do that. But like, I started hearing this, right? I started listening to the soundtrack. This is the first thought I had. Like, very simple bullshit, right? No, that's not it. Oh, I don't play this with the pig. That's right. No, that's not it. That's the first part right there. No. I gotta start it over again, because like I said, I just like immediately while I was listening, this is what I could think of, and I was like, let me start listening to this. It's like you let it go for a little while, you let it ride for a little bit, right? Let it ride for a little bit, then once the drums come in, that's where we come in. No, God, I fucked up again. No, definitely wrong. God, I was like, I have it in mind. I keep trying to change it for some reason, even though it doesn't make sense to. It's like, it's a very. But that actually does work though. Ooh, but let's see. We're in E standard right now. Turn this down while we're here so it just doesn't get in the way. Just a little bit more. There we go. That way it's just nice in the background when I'm not doing stuff. Do a quick little warm up here. Let's think. Like I said, E standard. Don't want to change tuning right now. At least not yet. What's a good warm up in E standard? Ooh, what's a good warm up in E standard? Just to get a feel for it again. Just to get back into the feel of it. Ba 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 ba. There we go. That's a good idea. That's what we're gonna do. Nope. Watch the pick. Watch the pick. Either one works. I don't know which one I like the sound of better though. It's like it's not quite a G, I don't think. That might actually be like a G flat. Let me check. That's a little different. Let me just make sure the tuning's right, because I checked it earlier and it seemed like it was right, but I want to go through it again real quickly just to see. I kind of just want to see right now, so give me a second to actually look at this. Just to have a look at what some of the tuning on this is real quick. Ah, that's why. The D string's just a little low. That explains it. Okay, now we got that one tuned right. Okay, A is good. All right, now back. Where were we? Where were we? That's where we were. Adjust that a little bit. No, don't hit the wrong strings. Don't hit the wrong strings. Either one works. I think I like the tone of this one better though. Over this one. Yeah, I like the tone of it better when it's not the open G. Ooh, the E string's ringing. E string. Watch the E. That open E really likes to ring. I'm noticing that. So watch that one. Ooh, actually, while we're here, ooh, that's another good warm-up in E standard. Yeah, that's a good one as well. That's another good warm-up. Ooh, actually, I want to look at something now. Another song I just thought about. I want to try playing now. Ooh, what is this? How does this one go? Is this the one I'm thinking of? Yep. Okay, I was making sure it's the right song. Oh, it's in E standard too. Even better, actually. Even better, it's in E standard. Ooh, I don't have to do any tune changes. Ooh, that's a little tricky just because of how fast it is. So let's slow that down a little bit. Oh, we have to go. Oh, that's why I skipped part. So it's. easier to play without a pick just because of the speed. No, it's not easier to play without a pick. Hey there, Mixpatch, how are you doing? Thanks for the follow. Ooh, that's really fast, actually. Ooh, that's really awkward, actually. That's really hard. That's actually really awkward to play quickly. And it's entirely because... So, you're new here, Mixpatch. So, you're new here. I'm going to mention one thing to you real quickly, actually. So, I have no right hand. Or, well, I have almost no right hand. I just never had it. But, so, that does make... So, right now, there is no real signal chain. It's just direct input to the interface. That is going to be changing this month. It's literally just direct input to the interface right now, though. No, that's Goldfinger, actually. That's, yeah, that's Goldfinger. Superman. It's a very poor attempt at Superman. So the thing is, so because of the fact that I have almost no right hand, I tend to mostly play with a pick, but also because I have, but I really have to train up. I have to train up to be able to play quick is the main thing. Just a 2i2, nothing special, just a Scarlet 2i2. Yeah, that's Superman. But yeah, no, it's just a 2i2. It's nothing like super fancy. I've got the gain set to about, but I've got the gain on it with the instrument, you know, instrument level turned on, obviously. And then I've got the gain set to about 1 o'clock. Just to let you know, just to give you an idea of the settings. And I'm playing on the bridge pickup at half volume with the tone turned all the way down. Ooh, actually, let me do something real quickly here. Yeah, I know quick isn't usually better because you start slow and then you build up. And that's the thing, it's like, I'm just doing that to try and train up speed, because obviously if I play it at like half speed, I can do it no problem. Yeah, like I said, nothing crazy, nothing special. So, like I said, next month, I'm going to be getting, like I said, not like next month, this coming month, you know, it's end of the month. I'm going to be getting it like maybe in a couple of weeks. I'm going to probably be getting, it's a Franken base, actually. It's kind of a Franken base that a friend of mine is letting me use. So it started out as an SX base. It started out as an SXP base. It's had some alterations. Actually, hold on though. I need to go take care of something. I will be right back. And then I will tell you about the rest of this, because like I said, it's a bit of a Franken base with some modifications made to it, but I gotta go take care of something. I just heard a doorbell go. I heard a ping pong, so I'll be right back. And I'm back. So sorry about that. Like I was saying. So it started out as an SX, one of the PJs. Started out as an SX PJ of some type. I don't know which one. Like I said, it's a bit of a Franken base. So it started out as an SX PJ, but it's had a high mass bridge added with through holes for the and then through holes drilled into the body. The wiring, I think, was also redone. So it's had the wiring redone. It's had a high mass bridge installed, through holes through the body, and I think this neck is not the original neck. It's probably from a different, same brand, but I think the neck is not the original neck. The other thing about it, and we both knew, he knew this when he let me borrow it, and eventually it's gonna need to be done. The nut is very worn. So the nut is very worn, which is kind of why it sounds weird sometimes. When I originally first started playing it, it was like unplayable on open strings because basically open strings were unplayable on 3 out of the 4 strings because the buzz was so bad. Yeah, it's got through body strings, a high mass bridge. I think the wiring was redone. I don't remember. He told me a few of the things, but he didn't know what the whole story of it was either. But I know it's had a fair bit of work done on it. I just don't know the full extent of it. Like I said, it's a bit of a Franken base. It's had, a lot of it is not what it was originally. So it's had a lot of changes made to it. I'm just going to change one string here real quickly, tuning wise. Use the other one, actually. Use the other tuner for this. I should just get a tuner pedal. I'm thinking about that's one of the things I should get at some point is just a tuner pedal, just so that I have that more accessible to me. That's about what I've heard. That's about what I've heard from other people. So there's at least one other person that knows about SX bases. I don't know if he's gonna be around today or not, but Mechanicat's been around. And so one thing though that seems to be like, but I mean, I was curious. I was looking into this. It seems to be the consensus for them though is you're right. They're kind of inconsistent. They're kind of inconsistent out of the box. So these are, you can probably tell by listening to it, but these are actually round wounds. Now that you mentioned it, so I've got round wounds on this. I want to try because I don't know how old these strings are. So I'm kind of curious at some point because I like the more aggressive attack of round wounds a little bit. But oh, that's good to know. That's actually really good to know. Ooh, need to go down a little. Yeah, I'm probably gonna get like one of the, like a Joyo or something like that. Nothing super expensive. Whenever I, but like I said, so what I'm eventually going to end up doing is I'm eventually going to probably start out, like I said, I've got it right now, this is just direct from the interface. Eventually though, whenever I this month, I'm probably going to get Parallax and start using that to play through Parallax. Cause it just seems like, from everything I've seen of it, it seems like a really, really good, useful foundation. As far as using, without actually getting into hardware, because I don't have the space for a lot of hardware. The thing I would have space for is pedals. So if I was going to get hardware, it would mostly be pedals. And I have some ideas for which pedals I would want to get. Like I said, obviously a tuner pedal, which like I said would probably be that Joyo you were talking about. And then I'm trying to think, what other pedals would I want to get? There's some I really would like to get. Parallax for amp modeling, yeah. Okay, good. We're actually in tune now. So bring that bridge pickup back down. Actually, let's go from the bridge pickup to the neck pickup, because I like the sound of the neck pickup better on this one. Nice tune and a DI pre-pedal, yeah. In terms of like, because I have like all kinds of like crazy ideas of. Let's go tone up on this actually. I have kind of like crazy ideas about. Fuck. I'm slipping really bad there. Let's bring the tone down, actually. Let's see what the tone down sounds like on that. No. Hitting the wrong strings. Ooh, my pick hand is kind of slipping. It's getting a little fatigued. This is like I said. Turn that down a little bit, actually. Hey, Dr. Anime, what you been up to? What you been up to, Dr. Anime? Ooh, it's been a while, and I can feel it's been a while. It's been like, because I basically didn't, skipped out on Wednesday because I went for like way longer than I planned to on Tuesday. Oh, that sucks. Oh, that sucks, Mix. That's rough. Like, legitimately, that's rough as hell. Yeah, no, so, usually, actually, if you want to see where I am, you want to see what I'm doing off stream so you can follow a little bit better, you can find me all of these places right here, actually. So, there you go. Let me just put that in for you. It's all the places you can find me. So, you still got a 410 cab, MB500 head with a DI pre-tuner and your bass. But haven't played live since right before the pandemic. Oh man, brain injuries suck. Bear in mind, I have not been playing for very long. I'm gonna say that as well right now. I have not been playing for very long. I started, like, very first time with bass specifically at the beginning of April. I've had a bit of an on and off relationship with music over the years, primarily wind instruments, primarily like, you know, I played brass, yeah, TTRPG as well, particularly weird TTRPGs. Think stuff that's not D&D, basically stuff that's not D&D or Pathfinder. So if you want to talk about, so if you ever want to talk about stuff like, let's think here, Engine Heart or Tokyo Nova or Necronica, like I said, kind of like stuff that's more on the niche end. I've never heard of Relaver, actually, Dr. Anime. Is that a tabletop RPG or is that like a RPG game? Cause I'm actually kind of curious now. What is this? What is this? Oh, it's a JRPG. Okay, so this is a different no. This is not the kind of RPG we're talking about, but this does look interesting. But yeah, let's think here. But yeah, stuff like Necronica, Tokyo Nova, Engine Heart. Fuck, what's another one I've been wanting to do that I haven't been able to get people for? But I found it like a year ago. It looked really cool. What was it? What was it though? Fuck, I'm trying to remember the name of it now. So when it comes to mecha and turn-based, I'm gonna say something right now. I have very strong opinions about mecha games, actually. I have very strong opinions about mecha games, actually. In particular, very strong negative opinions about MechWarrior. Not BattleTech as a whole, MechWarrior specifically. And yes, the Lancer art, well, it's just the thing. The Lancer art, it's I deal with people who are very, very polarized about the Lancer. I generally like the art style of Lancer, particularly. So I was in a fairly, it didn't last very long. I was in a No Room for a Wallflower campaign like 2 or 3 years ago now. It didn't last very long. We got to the point where the Enkidu first showed up. I managed to actually get the Enkidu, which actually worked out really well for that character, because one of the things with the character I was playing in that campaign is, yeah, the system is definitely not for everyone. So my general thought, so here's the thing. I don't hate Lancer, but I generally don't like it. And I'll explain why. And it's entirely, like you said, it's because of the mechanics. So the thing I've always felt about Lancer is I would love to play Lancer as a war game, not as an RPG. It feels more like a war game wearing an RPG suit. Does that make sense? Like, that's how I've always felt about Lancer for whatever reason. No. I'm talking about MechWarrior I'm talking about MechWarrior the video game in a mechanical sense. So here's my beef. Here is my beef with MechWarrior. MechWarrior is, so the problem I have with MechWarrior is the MechWarrior video games do not understand what makes legs different from wheels or tracks, which is annoying because BattleTech very explicitly understands why they're different. It lets you do certain things that you're not allowed to do in the MechWarrior games. The obvious one that, so you're familiar with how MechWarrior's movement works, right? Your movement options are go forwards, go backwards, rotate left, rotate right, and if you're a very, very good and special boy, you just might get a little rocket that lets you go up slowly. I was spoiled. I was spoiled when I was younger by another game called Steel Battalion. Steel Battalion, I'm talking about MechWarrior as a whole, as a series mix. I'm talking about the whole series of MechWarrior games. But like I said, here's the thing. I was horrendously spoiled by a game called Steel Battalion. So Steel Battalion has some... Steel Battalion's differences are minor on the surface. The differences in how Steel Battalion's movement feels compared to MechWarrior are very minor on the surface, but that little deviation makes a huge difference. And hey there, Chumbusis, how are you doing? So the thing that Steel Battalion does, it is... You are, like most people, probably, if you're familiar with Steel Battalion, you're familiar with its controller, the twin sticks and the 3 pedals. The thing that makes Steel Battalion feel so different from MechWarrior is that left pedal. That left pedal on the Steel Battalion controller, it's a little singular mechanic. It's a single mechanic that doesn't seem all that important. But you start using it and you start to realize how drastically it changes the way Steel Battalion feels versus something like MechWarrior, which on the surface seems to be very similar in terms of how its movement mechanics work. What that left pedal does is allow you to make sudden explosives. Basically, it lets you do slide dashes. So if someone's shooting at you, you stomp that pedal and move the left stick to the left, you will slide to the left. Or if you have it to the right, you'll slide to the right. Crisscross, cha-cha real smooth. But that little change, that one little change, and it's entirely because of how the slide feels. It's entirely because of how the slide feels. It's because you're making this sudden, explosive movement where instead of just being a little, to the side, you have that, that sudden jump. It almost feels like a jump to the side. That changes how Steel Battalion feels drastically. It changes how it feels in an extremely drastic way. And that set my standard for how a quote unquote slow mech should move. That's how that set my expectations for how a quote unquote slow mech should move. Something that isn't like Armored Core. Because that was another big influence for me over the years, was the Armored Core series, particularly 4th generation Armored Core 4, Armored Core for Answer. So yeah, no, I had my mindset on mech movement set in a very dramatic fashion. There were 3 games that really set my expectations for how a mech should feel. Even for how a mech should feel, regardless of whether it's supposed to be like, a super samurai whatever mecha. I'm not even trying to sure how to describe it. Basically whether it's supposed to be something like a Gundam or something that's meant to be like a walking gun platform, which is sort of the same style as MechWarrior, where it's a slower, more deliberate sort of movement, but my expectations were set in a way that's still not really compatible with MechWarrior. You want to know how I would actually change MechWarrior's controls if you gave me the options to? I would actually have, first things first, I would set it so that your camera direction was stabilized. Your camera was directionally stabilized, so that basically like how a tank turret works, you have Like whatever direction you're looking in, it will always look in that direction until you either hit rotational limits or you rotate the top half of the mech yourself. That's the first thing. The second thing is, instead of having it be that you go forward by default and you use the stick to steer, I would have it work like helicopter controls. So are you at all familiar with how helicopter controls work? You have throttle, collective, and cyclic. Throttle and collective aren't really relevant here. The cyclic part is relevant. So on a helicopter, when you move the cyclic to the left, the helicopter moves to the left. It doesn't turn left, it moves to the left. So your cyclic would move you to the left if you moved it to the left, move you to the right if it moved you to the right, and then forwards and backwards would move you forwards and backwards as well. So that's your controls. That's one of your controls. You would probably run this as a twin stick. First of all, let's get that away. You'd probably run this as a twin stick. So that would be your cyclic stick. And so that would control, forwards, backwards, left, right. That would be like your strafe. So move forwards, move backwards, move left, move right. And then you would use either a thumb hat or you'd use a thumb hat for the word I'm looking for. For moving the camera around. But like I said, it would be directionally stabilized so that if you're not moving the camera, it's always going to stay looking in the same direction and move independently of the legs. So that's the first thing. So you can think of it like that. I would have it set up like helicopter controls. So you move left, move right, move forward, move backwards. Then I would have rotational controls on either the twist axis of the stick. So if you're moving forwards and you twist the stick, or if you have rudder pedals, that would be the ideal. Is you have your stick as your cyclic, which moves you forward, moves you backwards, moves you left, moves you right. And then you would use rudder pedals for rotational control of the legs. So if you wanted to steer left or steer right on the legs while you're moving forwards. Actually, no, that's completely redundant. No, I'm thinking about it. You don't even need to do that. You just need to use the cyclic for that. So that's completely redundant. The hell am I talking about? So yeah, that's your setup. Is you have throttle on the right, you have your throttle on one hand, and that controls your speed. You would have your cyclic control that moves you forward, moves you left, moves you forward, moves you backwards, moves you left, moves you right. And then you would have your camera controls, which would control the top half of the mech. Let's just use MechWarrior Designs for this because it's simpler, right? That's your setup. Move forward, move backwards, move left, move right. And you could then have, your cyclic could control your blends on that as well. And then, like I said, you'd have either a thumb hat or a second stick for your look control. You would have throttle to control your speed, to control your maximum speed, basically. Yeah, no. Don't worry about it, Mix. Don't worry about it. I love talking about this kind of shit. And anyways, ooh. But yeah, like I said, that is sort of how I would have the controls set up. Is like a helicopter cyclic. What was Jeremy? Jeremy is E standard, isn't it? Jeremy is E standard, isn't it? So I'd have to bring this back up, wouldn't I? Because I'm going to drop D right now. I'd have to bring this back up to E standard, wouldn't I? So let me do that real quick. Oh, that's F. There we go. Back in E now. Okay. And let's go over to Jeremy now. Yeah, E standard. Pinback. I've never actually heard of Pinback until right now, actually, Mixpatch. I may have heard, I don't know what Pinback is. If it's music, I may have heard Pinback, but I have never, if it's music, I have never knowingly listened to Pinback. So I have no opinion on Pinback because I've never even heard of it. What is Pinback, if you don't mind me asking? Because like I said, I don't even know what Pinback is. Yeah, I've never listened to Pinback, so I don't know. I unfortunately, like I said, I've never had any idea about them. So it's because it's funny you mentioned that, because the bassists who really got me, the bassists who have really been kind of people I've been sort of follow, the main bassist I've been really sort of following. You can kind of tell by what I was playing earlier. The main bassist I've been sort of looking at to try and emulate is Justin Chancellor from Tool. And it's entirely because Justin Chancellor plays with a pick. So that's, like I said, that's been like the main bassists I have been following to try and get, you know, like try and like emulate, if you will, are Justin Chancellor, Paul Gray, and I can never remember his name, and I always get him mixed up with Wes Borland. It's not Wes Borland, it's David Farrell. So I've really been following Justin Chancellor, Dave Farrell, and Paul Gray for like actually how I want to play. But there is one other who I got really tuned into earlier this month that I also really, I just realized as well this whole time I've had the bass muted and I've been playing it this whole fucking time. I've been playing it this whole fucking time. I've played this whole fucking time and y'all couldn't hear because I had it muted. Because I was changing the tuning. But yeah, like I said, the main person who I've been like following in terms of like technique and like in terms of like learning, like trying to figure out how like sort of emulate their playing is, like I said, Justin Chancellor. And the main reason why I said Justin Chancellor has been the person I've been trying to emulate is because, like I said, he primarily plays with a pick. And playing with a pick is a lot easier for me because of my right hand. And yeah, no, I've heard that as well. I mean, I've been hearing that a lot as well. Like, you know, it's not about the notes you play, it's about the notes you don't play. And it also reminds me, something I need to also really, really get better at. I need to get better at muting. I really need to get better at muting. And one of the things that really is like a factor in that, you can really tell. One of the factors you can really tell. And that's why I really like 46 and 2's riff. I really, really, really like the intro riff to 46 and 2 because It's entirely designed around letting the strings ring. It's entirely designed around let the strings ring, which makes life so much easier for somebody who sucks at muting. Because, dear God, I suck at muting. Pick is getting in a weird position. Yeah, no, playing with fingers. So So the strings I've got on here right now, now that I know you were talking about that earlier. I should mention the strings I've got on this. Like I said, I don't know how fucking old they are. They probably do. They are probably in need of changing. I'll say that much. Like I said, I don't know how old they are. But the strings that are on here right now, they're D'Addario round wounds. I really, really like the sound of round wounds. Personally, I think I personally prefer the sound of round wounds, but I'm not entirely sure. I kind of want to experiment with flats at some point just to see how they feel. So what I'm probably going to do some point this month is maybe get a set of flats and a set of rounds and see which ones I like better. Yeah. Yeah, no, I definitely have that as well. I know, like, when I'm, oh, and thanks for the sub. Thanks for the sub. Thanks for the vote of confidence, Mixpatch. Let me put it that way. Thank you for that vote. That is a vote of confidence right there. Thank you so much for that. Thank you so much for that. Ugh. Oh, yeah. Thank you. Thank you so much for that. That is huge. Ooh, down too far one. Just realized this whole time I've not been playing. I tried guitar years and years ago. I tried guitar years and years ago. And I was a trombonist. And one of the things I've noticed over the years of the instruments I actually enjoyed playing versus the ones I didn't really like playing, because like I said, I tried guitar years and years and years ago, and I kind of didn't like it. And the main reason why I didn't like it, I think in hindsight, was the tiny strings. I really did not like the tiny strings. For whatever reason, I fucking hated the tiny strings. Okay, so we're in drop D now. The reason we're in drop D is because, well, I remembered as well. This has also been like one of my favorite riffs for like, one of my favorite warm-up riffs for whatever reason is this one. Like, for whatever reason, I am just very fond of that. I'm very fond of that as a warm-up riff. And also, it does kind of show I have, like, I have a bit of a clanky sound as well. Like, I know you told me about having a very noisy left hand. I do as well. And not in the same sense, like you said, you can hear like yourself sliding around a lot. I get very clanky on the left hand. That one, though, I always come back to that one. That's what I always come back to. Like I said, that one. "46 and 2. 46 and 2 and The Beautiful People are like the two riffs I always find myself coming back to for some reason. Like, for whatever reason, those are always the two I always find myself coming back to. Yes, occasionally I do also play Mahjong. I do also occasionally play Mahjong. I do lots of things. I do lots of things, most of them quite poorly. That is very much a thing with me, Vix. I do lots of things, most of them quite poorly. Ooh, let me try switching picks, actually. Where did I put that star pick I had earlier? Ooh, where did I put that star pick I had earlier? Because this entire time I've been using a... I really, really like Dava picks. I really like Dava picks for whatever reason. Actually, I know exactly why I like Dava picks. I like Dava picks because they have a very... They have a lot of variation in thickness where the base of the pick is very thick, but the tip is fairly thin. And that's how relatively, they're not the thinnest. I mean, the star pick is crazy thin if I can find that damn thing. Where the hell did I put that damn pick at? It's the other pick I've got on hand right now. Where did I put it? Where my pick at? Where my pick at? Where the hell my pick? Where's that damn pick at? Ugh. Nah, I can't find it. Whatever. I'll find it later. But what I was saying, though, is I really, really like... Yeah. I really like these because of how well they interface with the sort of remnant right hand I've got. I really like how well they interface with the sort of like remnant right hand I've got. The kind of pick the way I would really, if I was going to really, really design my own pick, it would look like a standard guitar pick, but then you would have a very pronounced round section on top that's really there just to interface and provide extra grip support with. Wait, you know which picks I'm talking about in terms of the pick I'm using or the way I would design a pick mix? Because I don't know of any picks that, I mean, I'm not saying they don't exist. I don't know of any picks that have that really pronounced round section at the top that would really help me with gripping it. But the pick I'm using, yeah, no, Dava picks are pretty well known. And I just found, like, of the pick, I'm just talking about, like, so this is a pick my friend let me have because we were trying out a bunch of the picks he has because he's a professional guitarist. He's a professional session guitarist. And so we were trying these out and it was like, hey, try this one. Tried a bunch of them. I was like, hey, I think you'd like the way this one feels. Dava, D-A-V-A, yeah. Ooh, that was sloppy. Yeah, no, just having better grip control is a big thing for me. big thing for me is just having a lot more grip control. And that is like the main thing for me, is just having, whether it's by having a rubberized top the way these Dava picks do, or geometric changes. Grip control is just a big thing for me because of, like I said, because of the way my right hand is. Whew, man, that feels a lot. That actually, so streaming overall, since about the end of 2021, I started around the end of 2021, and I have, a Rode Procaster. It's a Rode Procaster. So that's the mic I'm using. So I've got a Rode Procaster for the mic. I've got, the bass, the Franken bass, a 2i2, and on the mic, I have a Dynamite stick. I have a Dynamite stick on the mic. Surprise in what sense? Surprise in what sense, Mix? Heard some no. The Procaster, the bigger one. It's the big metal one. Not the it's not the Podcaster. It's the big metal one, the Procaster, which is a bit of a different mic. Yeah, not the Podcaster, not the Pod mic. The Procaster. Also, the Rodecaster is another like interface thing. It's a mixer. That's a mixer, actually. That's not what I've got going here. No, I've got one of these. Like, I don't know if you're talking about the Podcaster or you got, you said Rodecaster or whatever. No, the Procaster. The Procaster is sort of, think of it as Rode's version of an SM7B or an RE20. It's their version of an SM7 it's their counterpart to the SM7B or the RE20. You could kill a man with this mic. You could absolutely kill a man with this mic. The thing is built like a police flashlight. You could beat somebody to death with this thing. before that, you always heard great things about Rhodes, but the mic they paired with the Rodecaster, which is a nice control surface, is kind of underwhelming from what I've heard and seen. Yeah, no, this is a much more expensive. The mic on its own for this is notably more expensive. But yeah, I'm looking at the mic that they pair with the Rodecaster now, and yeah, no, I can see which mic that is actually. Yeah, you're thinking of the NT1. Yeah, no, this is a dynamic. First of all, this is a dynamic. Which, that's probably the main reason why it sounds really... Oh, you think of the NT1, you think of Rhodes, like, great reputation. Okay. Yeah, no, so... You're probably thinking of either the Pod mic or the Podcaster, which are both, yeah... Those are both sort of... Well, the Pod mic is actually solid. So you probably might... I think you might be thinking of the Podcaster, which is the little... It's sort of the price cut version of this mic. And yeah, I've never heard great things about the Podcaster. That it was just like... It's such a downgrade from the Procaster that you're just better off getting a used Procaster, which is what I did. That's what I did. I got a used Procaster because, frankly, mics last for decades. A mic will last for decades. Even a well-built mic will last for decades. So you can get really great deals on used mics. It's like, if I didn't have this, what I would probably be running in hindsight, now that I know more about microphones than I did when I bought this, I would still consider getting this, but the other mic I would consider getting, if I, like, you know, to save a lot more money, would have been something like a Shure SM57. The White House mic, because those things, SM57s, can take ungodly amounts of punishment. Like, the hell was that noise right there? But like you said, hey, as long as it meets your needs, that's absolutely the thing. Is as long as it meets your needs. Your second Scarlett. So they're a good backup. I would also recommend, though, if you're looking for something that has, far as I know, about the same internals, but for a better price. It has, I remember it has about the same internals, but the price and the price is better, and the quality control is a bit more consistent. Is a Behringer UM200. That's at least what I've heard. Is I've heard they have about the same internals, but Behringer's quality control is a bit more consistent, and the price is a lot better. But yeah, no. I mostly because I've had some struggles with this interface. I have had some struggles with this interface over the years because I've had this thing since about 2021. I've had this thing since about 2021, and every once in a while, it decides it wants to be a pain in the ass. It really decides it just wants to be a pain in the ass, and I have to deal with some quirks about it. For example, one of the more annoying things about it for a while is, at least on Discord, it would start with Discord, but for whatever reason, and it only ever happened with Discord. Yeah. So it only ever started with Discord, is the mic would start to build up this really, really awful crackle. And it was only on Discord, but once it would only start on Discord, I should say. It would only start on Discord. Once it started, though, it would affect my entire system. It affected the entire system. The crackle was not specifically Discord. I know it was a hardware or a driver issue, because like I said, it would only start if I was using Discord VC, but once it started, it would spread to everything that mic was doing. For example, like I couldn't record with it, I couldn't stream with it, I'd have to like reset it. But for whatever reason, it would do that. So I do think I'm gonna keep this interface as a backup, like you were saying, but I'm thinking at some point in the future, I'm going to probably switch from a Scarlett to an M Audio 192, to an Air 192 probably, or not even a 192, but to an M Audio Air, because like I said, the same friend who is letting me use this bass again, he recommended them pretty highly, was M Audio's Air series. Yeah, M Audio opens up Pro Tools. I think when I got this, it came with Pro Tools. Do I still have Pro Tools installed? I'm curious now. Did it come with Pro Tools? I think it came with Pro Tools. Yeah, this also came with Pro Tools. I have literally never used Pro Tools. I probably should, because I have it. I don't know if I still have it installed, but I had it installed. I should probably look into using that, because this came with Pro Tools. I've never used it. Although, like I said, this came with Pro Tools. I've never used it. I've never used Pro Tools on this. I probably uninstalled Pro Tools. I don't know what the deal with that is at this point. I'm probably going to end up switching over to Reaper, just because I know people who use Reaper. So I can talk to them about how to get shit working in Reaper. And that's the main thing. Like I said, I know people who use Reaper. So Reaper would... Yeah, the license won't bankrupt you. Support seems pretty robust. Like you said, because the thing about Reaper is, it's a one-time purchase. That's why I'm gonna probably go over to Reaper, is exactly that right there. It's a one-time purchase. Because the guys who made Reaper made Winamp and made all their money on Winamp. But yeah, that's probably, that's probably what I do. Is I'm gonna just, like, that's one of the main reasons why I want to probably start. I'm probably gonna use Reaper as my main DAW whenever I start getting into using a DAW. Is entirely because of that. Because it's a one-time purchase. But then, like I said, oh yeah, no, that is like the one. That is one thing. Like I said, the friend of mine who is a professional guitarist, professional session guitarist. It's funny you mentioned that because Logic is his main DAW. Yeah, no, I can imagine that being the case. Ooh, I gotta bring this one back up to E real quickly, actually. Hold on a second. Actually, no. Better idea. Better idea. Not go back up to D. Not go back up to E. Let's go down to B. I'm kind of also thinking, for a lot of the stuff I like playing, once I'm like better at this, I'm thinking, like I said, once I am, if I get like better at this and I get to the point where I'm confident enough in my skill level that I'm willing to buy my own bass, I'm thinking I might go for a 5-string. Just because, like I said, it fits really well. A 5-string fits really well with a lot of the styles I like playing. Because I do tend to lean into a lot of like metal bass, and particularly new metal bass, 90s, 2000s new metal bass. And a lot of that is played with a 5-string. And also, 5-string also works really well with Doom, which is another style I've become very fond of recently. But like I said, that's going to be something for like the future. Like I said, once I feel like I'm sufficiently confident in, Sleep is very good. I really like Sleep. They're not my favorite stoner band, but Sleep is very good. A band I'm really, really fond of. So probably one of my favorite stoner bands though. My favorite stoner band is probably Church of Misery and Tatsumikami. I would love to see Tatsumikami live. Like, God, I would love to see Tatsumikami live. Like, I don't know if you've ever listened to Church of Misery or not. Have you ever listened to Church of Misery? I might as well ask. Have you ever listened to Church of Misery mix? If not, you should really, really give Master of Brutality a listen. Here, once I get this tuned, I'll play the opening riff from California, and I want you to imagine this being played through dirt and a wah pedal, because I don't have those, unfortunately. That should be an E. Okay. More hardcore, post-hardcore. Fair enough. Fair enough. I get that. I absolutely get that. Not my sort of, not a style I'm very familiar with, but I actually do kind of like what I've heard it. Oh no, other way, other way. Thanks. Okay, good. We're there now. And that puts us in, yep. This will be an interesting one I actually have to read, but I already know what we can do this with. Now that you're asking for that, I know exactly which track we can do this with, considering the tuning we're in, and I don't know how well I can do the whole song, but I'll do the parts of it I'll do the parts of it I know I can do. I will definitely do the parts of it that I know I can do. So let me get this set up. There we go. Into my eyes, it's the only thing that slowly stops the ache, but it's made of all the things I have to take. Fuck! Can't do this. If the pain goes on. Screams and until my things collapse. I've left behind my time to laugh. Now all I do is live with so much fate. I've wished for this, I've bitched for that. I've left behind this little fact. You cannot kill what you did not create. I've gotta say what I've gotta say. I swear I'll go away. And I can't promise you'll enjoy the noise. I guess I'll save the best for last. My future seems like one big past. Your love for me, cause you left me no choice. I push my finger into my eyes. It's the only thing that slowly stops the end. It goes on, I'm not gonna make it! Oh, I have to do these two separately. God, trying to time the bass with the vocals is so bad. Put me back together or separate the skin from bone. Leave me on pieces, then you can leave me alone. Tell me reality is better than a dream, but I found out the hard way. Nothing is what it seems! I push my fingers into my eyes. It's the only thing that slowly stops the ache, but it's made of all the things I have to take. Jesus, it never ends. It works its way inside. If the pain goes on, I'm not gonna make it! Done. All of God is insane. All of God. All of God is insane. All of God! All of God is insane! All of God is insane! All of God! All of God is insane! All of God! All of God is insane! I push my fingers into my eyes. It's the only thing that only stops the ache. And it's made of all the things I have to take. Jesus, it never ends. It just works its way inside. If the pain goes on, I'm not gonna make it! All of God is insane. All of God. All of God is insane. All of God! All of God is insane! All of God! All of God is insane! Oh, God, trying to cross those wires is, trying to cross those wires is interesting. Oh, man, it's like, I could do one, I could do the other. Trying to do both at the same time? Woo, that gets weird. That gets weird. No, that's not right. Thanks for that, Mix. But actually, the main reason I came down here, the main reason I came down to this tuning, I actually bring this string back up. From B to C sharp. Memory serves me right. I need to bring this string back up to C sharp. Yep, C sharp. So give me a second. I'll bring this string back up to C sharp because I wanted to play you the opening riff for California by Church of Misery. But we went too far and I got into Slipknot territory. This is why I need to get an actual tuner pedal. Just thinking about it like right now. This is why I need to get an actual tuner pedal, is because I'm trying to do this with like, you know, an app on like on my PC, and it lags really badly for whatever reason. Oh, hey, C sharp on the head. Dead on the head. Holy shit. Ooh, yeah, no. So this song actually, so the thing about Church of Misery as well, I know, like you saying that you're out in, like, you're out west where a lot of stoner and desert rock happened, or there's a lot of stoner and desert rock. You do know this track. Interesting. This track was like a huge introduction to the sound of like stoner metal for me, or rather not so much the sound of stoner, but yeah, this track was like really a big introduction for me for stoner metal. Was this track and of course Funeralopolis by Electric Wizard. They're from Tokyo, and so pretty much that entire album, Master of Brutality, is all about serial killers. I don't know if that's like all of their music is, but that album, Master of Brutality, it's all about serial killers. So that track in particular, California, is about, what's his name? It's about Ed Kemper. That one's about Ed Kemper. The next track on that, I forget who most of them are, but the ones I remember is that one is about Ed Kemper. They have a track about the Green River Killer, and then of course the title track, you gotta, if you're gonna do an album about serial killers, you gotta talk about him. The title track is John Wayne Gacy. Envy, also from Japan, insane hardcore. And when they toured the US scene, they changed their... Oh, that sounds really good. I might have to give them a listen in particular now that you mentioned that. But yeah, I fucking love that opening riff to California. That'll be real good. That'll be a real good listen then. Thanks for those drops. I should probably add because like I said, I was like being kind of lazy with the channels and such. Maybe consider adding a music channel at some point. I don't know if I'm going to, but I may consider doing that. But trying to think which one sounds best for that. Yeah, that one's there. No, not a trill. Whatever, though. But yeah, no. So, I'm going to call, not call the whole stream, but we're going to switch over now. So give me a minute to get this all disassembled. Not disassembled, get myself untangled out of this. And we'll be switching over to the Forever Winter, a game that, if you're not familiar with it, I mean, if you've been here, you're probably familiar with it because I fucking love that game, and I'm kind of uncomfortably obsessive about it. But if you are not familiar with it, it is a game that, like I said, it's a game that the art style on this struck me like, hit me like a goddamn truck. So if you ever like, so we're gonna switch it over to that in just a moment. Let me get, like I said, I gotta get untangled first, so let me do that. And we're gonna take a quick break with this ad, bit longer than the last one, maybe about 10-15 minutes, and then we'll be back. we're back. Sorry that took so long. But now we're getting into the Forever Winter, a game that, unfortunately, you know, it's a game that unfortunately doesn't run amazingly on this PC. I mean, it runs. It runs just. It runs better than Stalker 2 did, but I am willing to deal with that. Ooh, 2 days of water from the water bots. Ooh, that's very nice already. Let's see. Ooh, donation station. What do we got here? Checking these things first. Just a normal bog standard handgun. Okay. Let's see. Current loadout is 87 target and M4A1. Okay. You pray, but hear no answer. Ooh, spooky. But yeah, I love the art style of this game. Like, this game. So the Forever Winter is a game that, or not so much the Forever Winter, the game, but the developer of the Forever Winter, Fundog Studios. I would describe Fundog, if you're not familiar with this game, I would describe Fundog as how do I just put this? How do I put this simply? Oh yeah, I would describe Fundog as a studio of artists who are learning how to code as they go, and you can really feel that with how this game has improved since release. Because at release, dear God, the state of this game at release was something. I'll say that much. I don't know how familiar y'all are with it, but it was something. It was in a state, and it was not a good state. I'll just put it that way. The state this game was in when it first came out was not very good. It was rough. Like, the AI was terrible. It ran terrible. The whole thing was riddled with bugs. They have done an admirable job squashing those bugs and getting this game, starting to get this game towards the vision they have. And that's what I mean when I say it's a bunch of artists who are learning how to code as they go. Because the biggest thing I will say about this game, the thing that has kept me in despite all of the problems I have just stated, is the vision. The very, very clear vision of this game's world. You can really see, yep, lobbies are open, Bacon King. You want to hop in? You can hop in. Let me also go into the Discord VC just in case people want to hop in there as well. That way, you know, comms work a little bit better. There we go. There we go. That's all set now. And we're good to go there. Hey, have to read. Ooh, you're kind of cracked. Oh. God damn it, Bacon.
Thank God. Let me figure out. Let me see if I can mic boost this shit.
Let's see what we got here. Eastern Consulate, manufactured heist, treasure in the sky, and the crosshairs. They actually finally added the grenades, if you didn't notice.
Nope.
Yeah, you can actually get the grenades now. There's 3 kinds of the game so far. There's frag grenades, cluster grenades, and scrambler grenades. The scramblers are probably the most useful out of all of them.
Yeah.
Because what happens when you throw a scrambler is you can basically get away with killing whoever you want, and it won't affect your faction rep. As long as the scrambler's active anyways.
I feel like I'd still kill them with other grenades anyways, so I could just sell shit to them.
Yeah. Still, it makes keeping the rep easier, and I think it also delays HKs.
It might be more of an early game thing where you don't have a lot of loot to sell them to get that faction rep up quick.
Yeah. I think the other thing is they're also kind of working on making their early game a little bit more brutal.
Okay, shoulder swap keybind is X by default.
Yeah. You can also use your equipment keybind. If you have nothing equipped, that'll also shoulder swap.
Okay.
I wonder if they upgraded the G36. I was using that a lot. Last
It's probably
update.
still about the same. It's probably still about the same.
Still about the same.
Yeah.
AK is also really good. M4 I learned is better than G36. No,
M4 is like my go-to rifle. M4 and Scar are my go-to rifles.
I feel like I'd still rock the RPK because the fucking 100 round mag.
Where did you find that 100 rounder? Because I don't think I've ever found a 100 rounder for the RPK. I've got the
think
95 rounder, which I mean is close enough.
It's a rare. It might be a rare ASIC drop because I don't think any of the vendors sell it.
Yeah. Oh, they also they think they've changed the drop chances for disabled versus destroyed weapons because they introduced the new IFF card thing. This
Yeah.
update.
Oh,
So
finally.
I think
Nice.
yeah, they introduced the IFF card, so I think they've changed the drop chances for disabled or damaged versus destroyed weapons. And so you would use IFF cards to repair damaged weapons. Which is now like a thing you do at the crafting station.
Is it still just the 2 kinds of ammo? Yep.
Yep, so it's the 2 kinds of ammo and the railgun parts. I really just do not give a shit about the railgun. I have no reason to give a shit about the railgun personally.
Oh, there's more stuff in here now.
Yeah,
Gunpowder, fuses,
That's how you make
ball
grenades.
bearings. Oh, nice.
yeah, that's how you make the grenades. You can get those from drones really easily, actually.
I'm not surprised.
Yeah, everything except for fuses, drones will drop a lot of. I don't know where you would get fuses from, though.
Was
Or
Stairway
the-
Gate open?
Stairway Gate
Yeah.
is open, but I don't like Stairway Gate. Clown.
Actually, Mesa's really good if you know where to look.
Yeah. Ashen Mesa is probably my favorite map in the game. It's either Ashen Mesa or... It's probably either Ashen Mesa or Frozen Swamp.
I haven't done Frozen Swamp. I've been playing a lot of solo, so it's
Yeah.
kind of hard to go to areas like that.
Yeah, I know exactly what you mean. I know exactly what you mean.
Did they change vendor prices?
I don't think they did.
Oh, really? No, they did. M4 is like 9,000.
Oh, they did?
So it used to be what, like 5K?
Huh.
Yeah.
They raised the price
M4
on the
like almost
M4s.
10K now. It
Damn.
used to be what, like 6-ish?
Something
Or am
like
I
that. Yeah,
thinking
no. It might be... Okay, what's your rep with Europa?
Oh, whoa. AKs went up 8,000.
Duh.
They
Yeah, like I
doubled.
said, I think, you know, if you're in yellow rep, that might be why.
No, they're both level 3.
Huh.
Everyone's
They
level 3.
did just
yeah.
raise the
Whoa.
price. Okay. I think I know that they raised the price so that, you know, to encourage people to scavenge weapons out and do the repair thing. Okay. Makes
Hit my
sense.
vendors with inflation, man. Oh hell no.
Like I said, yeah, they tariffed the guns. Oh no. Ugh.
At least they didn't raise the prices on ammo.
Yeah. That's
They
true.
actually cheapened it.
Oh, that's
think it's
nice if
cheaper
they
now.
did.
It might
They
be.
made ammo cheaper. That's really nice.
Yeah.
Load up ammo actually while
I
we're talking
think-
about that because I need
might be
I've been
completely wrong.
walking around here just idly not doing anything. I should do that real quick. That's
Oh,
enough
easy
of
to-
those consumables. I'm gonna go with my usual 3-6 setup. This is like, so how many medkits do you usually take?
I carry 3. I
Yeah,
usually
I-
don't get all 3, but I carry 3.
Yeah, I usually carry 3 black, 6 red with Masked Man, or 2 black, 4 red with Old Man. But yeah, no, I usually don't end up using all of them, but I tend to run pretty heavy on them. I'm really looking forward to the day they let us do it so that if we're next to a squad mate, we can heal them.
That would be nice.
Mm-hmm. I'm betting if they're gonna do that, that might be something that's exclusive to Old Man. Or at the very least, Old Man will do it better than anyone else.
Probably.
Yeah, because he already has the bonus for using medkits on himself. So it just makes sense. You know, he's the guy who brings snacks he's the guy who brings snacks for the squad. Let's see here. Loadout, I'm good. Are y'all good? Clown is ready. Wow, Clown is running super light. Wait, never mind. That's a lot more shotgun ammo than I thought it was. 110 rounds of 12 gauge, which is what?
Dude.
3 reloads? Because he's got the AA-12 with the drum.
Yeah, 3 minimum.
Yeah, I think that is
Whoa,
actually...
You're carrying... Why are you carrying so much pistol ammo?
Because I usually run the Glock with a drum. But I'm not right now. The 87 target? So that's 4 reloads, which is not a ton, especially because I like to use the pistol for just it has better gun handling. So if I'm not dealing with something I know is going to be a big threat, I like to use the pistol.
Plus
3 reloads for the
mags
M4.
on a M4.
Yeah. And then
I
2
usually
drills.
carry 2 because I got the mag in here, and then I just carry light pistol for the extra weight.
So yeah, no, if you want to, so that's me. Let's see. You're gonna, oh, you're bringing the SVD you have to read.
Yeah.
Yeah. I really wish they would have a shorter barrel that actually lets you have muzzle devices, because I hate having to use the super long barrel for muzzle devices.
Just wish interior suppressors were actually suppressed.
Yes, that too. That too. Jesus Christ. They need to,
Did you press
like,
yes on ammo?
wait, what?
Look at how much ammo he's bringing in.
Oh, 12 reloads for the SVD. God damn. And then 8 for the USAS. Jesus.
I wouldn't be prepared.
Yes, our teeth and ambitions are bad. Be prepared.
Are just sassing you too much.
I mean, the thing is though, there is a downside to bringing as much ammo as we do, which is your threat bubble is bigger. Yeah, you have so it's still in a janky state, but yeah, the threat bubble has been implemented for a couple of months now.
Shit.
Well, not threat bubble, you know, your threat rating, your threat level has been implemented for a little while now. And so the more ordnance you bring, the higher your threat level and the more likely you're going to get aggroed. But with the current state of the game, running high threat is better.
Okay.
Yeah. Now, that's apparently going to be, that might be changing in the next couple updates, but right now, yeah, running high threat is better.
Yeah, especially since this isn't
I
haven't been leveling the classes as much as I should have probably have been.
Mm-hmm.
Because they're like, everything but like Masked Man and Shaman is like, it's like very low, it's like under 10 prestige.
Yeah, Masked Man is the highest prestige for me as well, and he's him and Old Man. Old Man, and Scav Girl are the highest for me, but Masked Man is so far ahead of everyone else. Like Masked Man, I think is at 30. European elites looks like they are fighting just Euruscan infantry.
Yeah, European something. Oh, dude's up ahead.
Yeah, probably more Europans. Yeah. Let's see if it's gonna be cyborg. Let's see if it's gonna be cyborgs or brawlers up here. That's always a fun thing. Cause
oh boy,
we got cyborgs.
Nope, neither. Just 2 dudes right here.
Oh shit, Europans. That's unusual.
Ooh, is that Brandy or is that Jim?
Ooh, officer's laptop.
Jim. I don't want that.
Real nice. Oh, we got mechs on the field. So if one of those goes down, oh, we got brawlers. Wait, no, that's just clown. That's clown. That's clown. Never mind. Wow, that's fast.
Oh. I've seen it quick, but I've never seen it that quick.
Yeah, I'll say. That was very quick.
Bridge evac?
No, we're probably gonna stick around even with the HKs. We might try farming them a little. Looks like it's probably gonna be your open EOD. If I had to guess, yep, there's an EXO over there.
Oh.
Yep, your open EODs. All right, let's pull back, get to a firing point, and we'll try and engage them from here.
Yep.
Oh.
Oh, we're engaging that EXO?
No, the hunter killer, the EODs that are with it.
Oh, okay.
The drone is probably gonna get on us too, but yeah, focus on the EODs.
I think I shot you.
Yeah, you probably did. Okay. Maybe actually move away because this is a little bit of a this is a bit of a choke point, and that's not gonna help us out here. So I'm gonna head back down and try and approach from another angle. Y'all can try fixing him from there. I'm gonna go to another angle though.
I think they messed up the reloads.
Oh.
Just
Nope,
the
they've got new
animations.
contact. Looks like Euruskin drones are coming in. We got a drone fight. There's the EOD. I'm gonna start working on him from this angle. I've got him fixed. Y'all should be able to move up to cover.
Okay, I guess I'm here now. Oh boy. Ooh! Other direction.
You got some sort of plan?
One down. Two.
Probably get in there. He's fighting them on their own.
Three. Okay, that's the first group of HKs down. There'll be more though.
You know what I like is if you can build out your own kind of carry pack, your own kind of box,
Yeah.
your own. Yeah. So that way you can mix in and match it in ways you would like.
Ooh, we got
Rather than
IFF
having
cards on
presets.
these. See if there's any level 3s. These are hunter killers after all. You'd think they might have some. Ooh, frag grenade on this hunter killer.
Oh, you can move unidentified items out now. Nice.
Yep. Check these guys, see if they got anything good on them. Then we're gonna move out of here. Maybe not gonna evac just yet, but we're gonna leave this side of the map and see if there's anything else over there. Because that EXO is gonna be a problem if we stick around too long.
You thinking bridge area?
Yeah. Bunkers actually.
Oh, the other side. Yep.
Yeah, I'm thinking bunkers. Okay, that EXO sees us, but they're not aggroed.
Bunkers is a good choice. Bridge is a good pit stop. I gotta go the other direction. I gotta take the slow way down. There's an EXO right in front of me.
Yeah, I saw it. I went and bypassed it already. Whew.
Sorry about this game is that there's always another way through.
Yep. Probably
Whoa.
gonna move towards
Behind
that
us.
meat. Yep, I see it. I see it. I see it. That's probably another EOD. Just keep moving. Let's just keep moving. We're already in the clear zone now. HKs are gonna have to come from a different angle to reach us, so we should be able to notice them when they do, at least a little bit more easily.
Oh man, he died. Tank.
Tank.
Multiple.
Multiple. Okay, come on the other side of this truck.
Oh,
The
do you know where
European
anti-air tank
mediums.
is? That's a big
It
tank.
does not
That's a
spawn.
big
It does not
tank.
spawn. It's actually broken.
Oh man. All right.
Yeah. I think I saw it once very early on, and then they removed it. But even if that was the case, it does not spawn anymore, even with the quest. Ooh, I am
Yeah.
very low on ammo.
Really?
Yeah, I burnt it all on those EODs.
Right. Lunchbox.
Yep, got that. But the
think we're
EOD
gonna
armor
get
does
in.
at least sell for a good price, so I'm not too mad about that. And for most of what we're going to be dealing with here, the pistol should be able to handle it, especially Eurasian cyborgs.
Cyborgs have good comps. It's so good.
Yeah.
Small squad up here.
All right. Ooh, let me know if you see what looks like an ammo box.
They're usually in the corners where the lights are.
Yeah.
Oh, there's a guy up here. Oh, kill team.
Kill team?
They're Asian, I
Okay.
think. Yeah, the ones with the cool looking helmets.
Ooh.
Whoa. I think they carried the P90s, right?
Yeah, they do.
Yeah.
You sure they're
These
HKs?
look like those guys.
That's a normal EOD. We
Might
can
be.
ignore him. Or not. Okay.
I am the EOD.
Okay, run through. Oh, we've got EOD HK on the other side of this building, other side of this truck. So keep your eyes up.
Yep.
Ooh, lunchbox over here.
Oh yeah. There should be ammo up here, right? Yeah, ammo
Oh.
up here. I'm checking.
Okay. If there's 5.56, let me know.
Yeah, I'm not the one looking.
Ooh, 40. Oh, there's grenades
I'm
in
gonna
this
be outta
one.
Here in a minute.
There's 40 mil in that one if you want any.
Oh boy.
That HK. Shit.
I got you covered. That's everything. I can flash my light at him, but that's it.
He's down.
Nice.
Ooh. Scrambler and a first aid kit. Hell yeah. EOD over there. It's a normal one.
I'm running for evac. I'm out of ammo.
Yeah. Not a bad idea. Ooh, I'm gonna grab this lunchbox before I go with you.
Just what I need in my life. A reason.
See what we got
Those timed
here. Small
evac
first aid
are
kit. Euruskin IFF. Nothing there. Okay. Those timed evacs are terrifying. When you actually are. Those timed evacs, they can be terrifying, but they can also be just like some of the most hype moments, especially when you've got them set up properly with turrets and such. So you've just got the 20 mil turrets going absolutely ham.
I think they're.
I think it's Mech Trenches that has the elevator?
With the timed evac? No, it's scrapyard.
No. Is it Scrapyard?
With the timed evac, yeah.
It's the really bright one. Yeah.
Yeah, that's scrapyard.
I do a little bit of killing.
Yep. We do a little killing.
Oh, IFS, Eurasian, IFS. Didn't get it?
Yeah.
Nah, it's
Oh, you got Eurasian IFS? I didn't see any of this.
Mhm.
I got your Ruskin
I
and
killed-
your Open. Oh, it's right,
quite a
because you
few.
killed the Cyborg Squad. That's right.
Mhm.
Let me go sell these lunch boxes to Grio so the Europans will stop being mad at me.
Surprised you didn't start with that Scorched Enclave.
Oh, that's because I was doing a bunch of that earlier. Yesterday, I realized I should say. Not earlier today, but yesterday. I need to figure out where to get these broadcasters. Anything else that I want from you? Not really. It looks like a character. Do I have enough XP for... Yes, I do. I do have enough XP for that. Do I have enough for the next one as well? Yes. Excellent. Combat loadout. Do I want to go over to that, though? I don't think I do. How much 5.56 do I have on me? I have like 1,400. Okay. And then I think I might actually switch over to the USP because I've got a lot of 45. Nah, just 2 boxes is fine. And then 3 of these. And then quests. Let's see if we got anything interesting, particularly in Mesa. Doesn't seem like it. Hey, do y'all want to go to the swamp? Wait, what's up? Wait.
I guess.
I love that. I guess.
Dude, I hate. A lot of extraction shooters have the problem of you don't know what's a dangerous area until you fucking die to it and lose all your shit. I literally thought that water was not that deep.
I still remember that. Oh, that was so bad. Yeah. Ooh, what else is there? What else is there we got here? Oh, we could go try and find the sniper in Nash and Mesa.
Do you think he's finally in?
He's in. I've run into him before. He's a little buggy, but I've run into him. I know the sniper's in. Anything else here? The Nash and Mesa? No. How about you? No. Do y'all have anything in Nash and Mesa? Yes, you do. Perfect. Okay. Got quests for that now. What do y'all got? Oh, no. Don't. I keep forgetting that that's quick play and not the back button. Because it's the back button on every other tab. On the bottom left. I hate that they did it that way. Where the back button is... No, the back button on every other tab for squads is quick play. It's the most annoying shit.
Did they change? No. Maybe.
So let's see what we got here then. Try and actually get this not to fuck up. Because that would be a good idea. Oh, close that. Okay, let's see. Right here's ready. No, not yet. So waiting on that. And then let's bring that back and make sure that's back up. are we doing then? Oh. No, we go here, see if that's good. Okay, just waiting on the two of y'all then. You and Foxton. Don't think that's actually Ariana. She's doing something else right now, but we'll find out. One way or another, I guess. Ooh, do I have everything set up correctly? Did I almost forgot my drills. I almost forgot my drills. Okay, that's good, that's good, that's good. Oh, they're running the tiny rig. Interesting. I've not seen the tiny rig, actually. I just cannot hear
The
you.
tiny rig is $1 million.
Yeah, I saw that too. I'd have to go mech hunting to get that, or well, at least hang around them, which isn't that bad actually. Just wait for something to kill them. Takes a while, but you just hang around. You don't cause trouble, and eventually something will take care of the mech for you.
What if it's you with a grenade launcher and 100 grenade bullets?
Yeah, that works. That does work if you're particularly impatient.
Yeah.
What about tanks? Is there any way to take care of those?
Grenade launcher.
So yeah. You'd think the anti-tank would take care of it, but no, grenade launcher is still the best.
Yeah. Well, I mean, it's an anti-tank rifle in the sense that it was an anti-tank rifle in the 1920s.
Yeah.
It's not a modern anti-tank rifle by any means.
Are we dropping swamp?
No, we're going Mesa.
Okay.
Yeah, I know. I was talking about it, but I was like, I didn't really have anything that I didn't have, a good enough quest combo for Swamp, and I didn't want to re-roll. But I had a good one. I had good ones for Mesa, so I grabbed those. Because, easier that way. We'll just, like I said, just run that once everybody's ready. And see just what waits for us on the other side. But man, the other thing I've just been waiting for, like, dear God, they need to just, actually, I mean, obviously I am waiting for them to do the thing with, like, badly waiting for them to make it so that the dog is no longer invincible, because of course I am. But aside from that, I really want to see this new Euruscan Field Commander, because the concept art for him and the initial renders, he looks funny. Have you seen him?
He looks goofy.
He does look goofy as hell with the giant
He's the new, like, Steam banner.
Yeah, with the giant fucking eyebrow ridge.
He looks like someone out of Paranorman. That fucking one shit, bro.
Yeah.
That one movie.
He looked funny.
I know, bro. I wonder if they made him immortal with the titanium skull.
Yeah, he reminds me of, what's his name? Do you remember that show Sheep in the Big City? Did you ever watch that?
It's a
very short-lived cartoon in the early 2000s. There was a character in it called General Specific. Direct reference to what's his nuts. Is it Catch-22? I think it was Catch-22. Or no, was it either Catch-22 or Slaughterhouse-5, and I always forget which one is which. But it's a direct reference to that, because there was Major, Minor, and General Specific. And that was a reference to those two. Oh, we're ready to go. Let's get moving. All right. Snipers should be in the shanty town. If not, they're probably in the bunkers. Damn, Scav Girl moves fast.
And that's the tiny rig too.
Yeah.
Be quick with it.
Scav Girl with the tiny rig just goes.
Yeah. Where's a consistent way to find the rat cave? Frolic.
Yeah.
Big down. Is everyone coming in? What are we doing? Make it fast.
We got him. We got him. We got him. We got him. See if they have anything worthwhile on them. Ooh, standard first aid kit, not bad. Telemetry, can sell that, I
You gotta go
guess.
through all your loot. I just grabbed it.
Yeah, I do have a preference for like looking through shit. I know.
I've stopped. I've learned it gets you killed.
What we got in here? Metal pipe. Ooh, HK's already again. Damn.
They deploy them too quick.
Yeah, they definitely changed the way they deploy now. They're a lot more aggressive than they were before. Just keep moving up, keep moving up. All right. Ooh, lunchbox if anybody wants it.
I'll take it. I don't have one yet.
One thing I wish they would do, because a bunch of other games have done it, is I wish they would let them set the, what's it called? Set the lean to be a toggle rather than hold. Boo. The boo just makes me think of boo. Give me your lunch money from Enna. Oh. Oh shit, it's the dog!
Whoa! That's
Fuck, I hate the dog! Get the fuck out of here now. We can't kill this thing yet.
that's weird.
Oh no.
Yeah. Yeah, just leave.
I just cried.
I love how you said it'd be scary if there was a job application, then immediately the dog shows up. Yeah.
Maybe that is the job application.
They really do. Sorry, they need to unfuck the dog's health pool. Fucking hate that thing. It's not scary, it's startling, and then it's frustrating. Especially when it's a hunter killer. Especially when it's a hunter killer. The fact that that thing is still invincible after all these updates. And it even has loot now is the thing. The dog has loot now. It's just a codex like mechs have, but it has loot. So they really do need to make the dog not invincible unless you're using the railgun. Fuck that thing. Fuck that thing so much. Fucking hate the dog. God, I fucking hate the dog. Actually the worst enemy in the game. Actually the worst enemy in the game. Yeah. Ugh, I fucking hate the grabber.
Fuck.
What?
I destroyed this girl that he didn't have loot.
Yeah, I
Bullshit.
don't know. I don't know.
Get the fuck out of here.
But we will see what happens with that. Ugh. But one of y'all saying the game crashed on you?
Mhm.
Oh, that sucks. That sucks.
Yeah, I came down, I heard dog, and then crashed.
Cool.
But yeah, like the dog can go to hell. That is the thing I will say about the grabbers. The grabber can they need to stop listening to the people who are thinking in an amnesia sort of mindset, and just it's time to take the dog out back behind the shed.
Like, even the best stalker monsters, like shit in Alien Isolation, had a method of defense instead of just run the fuck away.
Yeah. And here's the thing. There are some games where an invincible enemy that you can only run away from works. This is not one of those games. This is absolutely not one of those games. And I fail to understand people who insist that it should be that way. Well, I gotta get my shit back now. But hey, that gives me an excuse to run the Scar. So that's something, I guess.
I'm not running the Scar until they fix the integrated suppressor
suppressors?
barrels. Yeah.
I getcha. Oh wait, that's right. I'm not using. I need to bring my rig back up as well. How much does that cost to restore? Not too much. Good.
Probably about 100. Depending on
Not
the
even
size.
25.
Is it not 25 now? For the large
for
one?
that, no, for the equipment runner, it was.
Yeah.
No, I only need that many. And
Yeah,
then
you're using the super high qual one, it's like 100,000.
yeah, no, I'm not using that. I'm using just the equipment runner because it works well enough. And no, I'm not going to bring the Glock. The Glock is funny, but I'm already bringing this. Actually, you know what? I probably should bring the Glock if I'm bringing the Scar. Just because, like you said, integrated suppressors don't work. So the moment I pull out the Scar, we're going loud. So swap that over, now bring that over. Oh, I only have 4 of those left. Damn. Okay. Then 2 drills. Good. That's all set. And let's see. What are y'all bringing? Okay. Do I want to bring any throwables? Actually, that's a question I should look at. Do I want to bring any grenades with me? Ooh. No, I don't. Okay. Yeah, so I'm ready to go now. Saw that grabber sprinted and shat myself. Yeah, no, I believe it. I 100% believe that.
Whoa, you got real loud.
Oh, it's because I was also using the game chat for that one.
Oh.
Or at least I was hitting the key for it. I don't know if it was broadcasting or not.
I heard you in Steam and in game, I think.
Okay, good. So it was actually working there. That's good to hear.
I think so. Seraph is just looking to take down a small government, apparently.
Yeah. The thing about the grabber, the thing about the dog. Actually, you know what? Let's just mute Discord and let's just try using the game chat for a little bit. See how that
It
works.
sounds terrible. I would not.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, it sounds terrible.
Ah. Okay. Because if that ends up becoming a proximity chat, that would actually be really nice. Oh, they've got the Blind Runner skin for the Scav Girl. I do like this skin.
Oh, he kicked me this time. That rat.
Really?
I just had you. Where'd you go?
Wow, that sucks.
You know, I wish that there was a, like, I could look for something.
Mm-hmm.
I could look for a specific map, specific people.
Oh, somebody else
Oh,
also
there you
left. Oh, now everybody's just dropping out.
Wait,
We're
what?
going to hell in a handbasket. All right, I'm back.
Yeah. Okay, you're back. Okay,
I
good.
survived. I have the
Oh,
right
yes.
code.
I'm still alive, yeah.
For a game called Forever Winter, where's my snow map? I want a snow map.
You know,
It'd be fun.
it would
I
be.
do not.
It would be.
I do not.
The thing is, I feel like Ashen Mesa is supposed to be that, but it doesn't quite look right.
Yeah.
But I think
Scorch
I think a
Enclave.
part of that is because it's also meant to be like dirty, polluted snow.
It's just dust,
Yeah.
not real
Scorched
snow.
Enclave with the Android variant. Definitely
Yeah, the night
is.
variant. Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. That would be like a great map to have, and the contrast of adding like white snow to that would actually be really cool, and it would give everything just that sort of like creepy serenity. Because like I know people say, "Oh, the white snow wouldn't make sense because it's supposed to be like dirty and polluted," but no, like think about it for a second. Think about the piles of skulls with little fringes of white on them, and the wrecked tank or whatever, half buried in snow. It would be like that scene from Patlabor 2.
And also gives a whole new meaning to don't eat the yellow snow. Wow, instant gunfire down there.
Yep.
Oh, nope, just drone fight.
Yeah. Well, I need to get my shit back, so that'll be interesting.
Yeah, very nice helps. Yeah.
I was gonna say,
Oh,
wait, do they have an
there's
exo down there? No,
boss
they
down
don't.
there?
Okay. Wait, what?
Is that a boss? I'm seeing 2 red skulls down there.
I know, I'm seeing that too. No, it looks like it's just your open
It's
infantry.
just dudes.
Yeah, it's just
Is
guys.
that the radar thing?
The tall thing?
Yeah.
Yes, that is the radar thing. I think there's some quests or something you can do related to that, but I've only ever gotten
Yeah,
the
it's
one
an
on.
event.
Yeah, it lets you see who controls the map and such, and I think there's supposed to be some things you can interact with that also let you shift who has how much control of an area. But I haven't managed to do any of them yet. So I don't even know what they have. Set the Glock to auto because what the fuck am I going to be doing with this thing in semi? Oh, hey, it's the Rat King.
Oh shit. I need residue from him.
Same.
Can I be a rat and get some?
Sure. Go down and say hi to him. Oh, that's the
I'm
sniper
not
I
doing
needed. Thank you for that. That
Good
was
crap,
the
man.
Eurasian sniper. I needed to get him.
Fuck this game.
What?
It crashed.
Oh, fuck
Oh,
no.
man. Yeah, I can't
Oh,
even get the
Unreal
meds.
Engine.
Oh man.
Yeah.
Unreal Engine. Be like.
I couldn't even rat the meds.
Yeah, unfortunately. But yeah, let's go.
Dang it.
Let's go down towards the Rat King. See if we can get anything from them. That's probably not a
Alright.
bad idea.
I mean, hopefully it's still like I don't lose all my shit because this
Yeah.
game is like early access as fuck.
You'll be able to get your rig and your guns back, but none of your other loot.
Yeah.
Yeah, shucks.
I'm gonna go grab my shit from where I got bullshitted by the dog.
I think that was the first time that I ran into the mother doll. I had my back turned.
And she just grabs you, yeah.
I was on the way out. I don't think I had any ammo, and I got grabbed from behind.
Yeah. That one and like so the dog and Mother Courage, I think Toothy might still be as well. So there's only 3 enemies. No, not 3. It's how many enemies? I'm trying to think of how many enemies in the game are still currently unkillable.
Oh, there's
It's the dog, Mother Courage, Toothy, I think, and the Uruskan Orgamech are the currently unkillable enemies, if memory serves me right. But I don't remember who else there might be in that as well. But I think it's those 4 are currently
Not gonna lie,
unkillable.
this is kind of a cool fight. This is kind
Yeah?
of a cool fight.
This is a cool fight.
Oh boy.
Ooh. Yup.
Still gotta be careful.
Yeah. Don't want to catch a stray.
Nope. Especially not from one of those.
We don't want to piss it off either, is the other thing. That would somehow be even worse.
Yeah. Honestly, we could probably take it on.
Not
really
with
low
my
health
current
now.
equipment. Not with our current equipment. We couldn't.
Not with your whole Bonafide?
No.
How strong is this thing?
What, the mechs?
The Rat King specifically.
The Rat King, I think, has about the same health pool as the other mechs, but I think they have better AI.
That makes sense. Oh,
Well, I say better, but it's still not very good.
Oh boy. Time to go.
Yep, there goes one of the Uruskan
yeah.
mediums. Watch out, watch out, watch out, watch out.
Yeah,
Oh, did they take
don't
down? Okay, I was gonna say,
recommend.
did they take down the Rat King? No, they didn't. Okay. Oh, if we're lucky, the Rat King might have taken down one of the Uruskan mediums, and if they did, that is a big fucking payday.
In front of us? Maybe?
Nope, it's
I
still
think
alive.
we're
Never
in
mind.
this one.
Uruskan is still alive. Uruskan is still alive. I just saw it right now.
Yeah, I saw him right behind him. Oh, get behind a car.
Yep, they're exchanging fire.
Other side of the bridge?
Yeah, I was gonna say we might be able to watch from the hill behind that hill by the bunkers. That's not a bad idea.
I think I'm in a safe spot. We just gotta watch the
Safe-ish,
sides,
unless
'cause
yeah,
They like to fight down there, so we just gotta watch over there.
yeah. My pistol sights decided they were gonna do some weird shit last run. I don't know why, but they did.
Do you know if they're updating some of the story missions, like the Memento missions?
I don't think they are. Because obviously, I mean, there's the Memento mission with. Because the Memento missions, there's the 3 of them, and they're all currently doable.
Yeah, it's just collect precision components, weapon parts, components.
Yeah,
Stuff
I
like
don't
that.
think the Rat King is going to be living much longer. I think they've lost their rifle.
Yep.
A little annoyed because I don't think I saw any drops from. I don't think any of the I think all the drops from the Rat King's. What the Rat King did despawned as well, so that's kind of annoying. Don't shoot the Rat King!
He's doesn't have any weapons he can shoot us. But yep, down he goes.
All right, let's run down there.
Wait, we still got the mech right next to him.
Yeah, but the mech will mostly ignore us.
Oh yeah.
The
Oh
mech
yeah,
also
and the
has to
army
do
of
the
little
Rat King
dudes below
quest.
him too.
Wait, what?
The army of little dudes below him.
Oh, yeah, that is a problem. Oh god, the entire European squad is on us.
It's on you. This is a you problem.
All the armies also have that quest. They want to get the Rat King residue.
Yep. I'm gonna have a look around, see if I can find any Rat King residue. I don't think there will be
found
any of
some.
them, unfortunately. Oh, you got some?
Box on the right side. Yeah, box on the right side.
Whew.
Exo debris.
Okay. I am moving through.
Nothing.
Nothing. Did you see a
Nothing.
large
I'm looking
box
at-
near it? I got the drill for it.
No.
Okay, wait, no, it's near the Rat King is what I'm looking for then. Okay. Because there should be a large box somewhere around here. Because when a mech goes down, there'll usually be one near it.
Yeah.
Guess not.
No.
Or at the very least, if there is, that your Ruskin is in the way.
I'm not seeing anything below him.
Yeah. Ooh, what do we got here? Destroyed Scar. How much residue did you find?
Nothing.
Nothing?
I'm guessing it's all exo components, probably some nice IFFs.
Yeah. Ooh, 5.56 in this, which is not useful for me right now, but it'll be really nice to take back with me. Lot of 5.56, damn! Ah, these are your open your elites, that's why. Your open elite, they should really swap. Okay, so somebody was saying this. They should probably change the rifles around for your open infantry. Just a little bit.
From M16s to G36s.
No, I was gonna say give your open infantry M16s, your open elites M4s, and then maybe give Grin the Scar instead of have the regular infantry have it. Because I think that would make more sense to me, at least. Especially because the Grin, it's not implemented. But you want to know something funny about the Grin helmet? The European infantry that have like the tall cylindrical helmet?
What's that?
It's actually got a very short-barreled AR receiver in it. So they can shoot at you with their hat. Well, they could. They would be able to. It's like I said, not implemented. But they would be able to use their hat as a weapon. Oh, fucking hell. Oh. Like, really? I'm not chancing that it's the dog again, so let's get the fuck out of here.
Oh, there's an AA-12 down there. Oh, that sells for great money. I don't have...
There's an EXO up here, so run through quick.
Trying to carefully extract the good stuff.
Ooh, cluster grenade. I'll take that.
I would not recommend you going out there.
Yeah, I saw the EXO. I think the EXO wants us. I think the EXO wants us.
Yeah, I wouldn't be
You got
surprised.
some sort of plan?
Okay, we might be able to run through this way. No, that just leads back out towards the courtyard. Okay, we're gonna have to find another. We're gonna have to chance it. We're gonna have to
No,
risk
we're just
it.
gonna have to wait. They'll walk away eventually.
No, those are hunter killers. These EODs in the courtyard, those are hunter killers.
Are they?
Yes. So we need to get out of here. We need to leave. I'll clear out the hunter killers and we need to leave.
Just run out the back.
Yeah, I'm already
You are
out.
able to make it.
I'm out.
Nice.
We're gonna have to use the bridge extraction probably.
I'm just running. I know I can make it.
Okay. If you're clear on that one, then go.
Enemy contact.
I have the high quality rig, so that I'm like level 13 probably plus.
All right.
An old man.
Yep. All right. I'm running for the other extract then. See if I make it. That's gonna be the fun part. Ooh, got me one of those.
What I need in my life.
And I am leaving. More EODs, but they're the normal EODs, thank God.
I have so much P90.
Oh yeah?
Yeah.
Oh shit! We can blow the bridge now? Huh. That's interesting. I don't know what I mean. That's like I said. That's probably one of like the Levolution things that you can do now that changes who has influence on the map. But I don't know how it affects what. So that'll be interesting to mess around with later. You'd need to have 4 explosives to make it work though. So I'd either need to be using a rig that has more than 4 large item slots, or we'd need 2 people to bring explosives. But anyways, yeah,
Wouldn't
I'm
that
clear now.
also-
I'm clear now.
Wouldn't that also dictate what kind of evacs you have? Because you'd have to enter through that zone.
No, you can enter through, and then what you could do is, as you progress down the bridge, you just plant them, and then you just run like hell for the bridge extraction. And that would probably get you out.
Did I get any wisdom? Oh, hell yeah.
What?
I've been making cryo rounds and you need whiskey for it.
Ah. I've never actually... I think I used cryo rounds maybe once. Are they actually any good?
No idea.
Hmm.
Why are you guys
Oh,
not
I need to
happy?
go talk to fucking Heisenberg and buy more of these. Vendors. Okay, good. We're actually also still good on those. But now that I got my shit back, I'll go back to using the M4. Like a normal rifle.
3,000 for rare metals?
Yeah?
Gee. That's not worth it at all.
You know how you can get rare metals pretty quickly?
Other than destroying mechs?
That's what I was going to say is exos. You can get them off exos. But, like you said, that means you have to deal with exos. I think it's super weird. They don't let you suppress the P90. Be really nice if you could. That would actually make it a handy little gun if you could suppress it.
Oh, that'd make it donkulously strong.
Mm,
Because there's so much just ammo for it just lying around.
Yeah. Eurasians, pretty much every single Eurasian has it, yeah. And then let's go back to the 87 target. Since now that I'm using the M4 again, I don't need to carry a bunch of 9mm on me. There we go. Anything here I want to grab? Yeah, rifle expert, yeah. That's all good. Two more of those. Two more of those. There we go. Got my bot, got my drills, got my med kits, got my ammo. Ooh, do I want to take any large items with me? Yeah, let's take a T-cam. Let's take a T-cam with me this time. Actually, no. Yeah, a T-cam. And then... yeah, now we're ready to go. Now we're ready to go for sure.
I'm looking at Shaman. I think he's really good.
Shaman, okay, so I know I don't know how much he still plays it or not. But back when this game first came out, I was playing it a bit with Flavorful. He really liked Shaman. I don't know if he's like how much he still plays it or what, but he really liked Shaman around launch. At that point, I was still mostly playing Scav Girl, I think, but since then, yeah, switched over to Mask Man. He's just, I love how Mask Man feels.
Yeah, Shaman gets extra carry weight. He can move faster, and he gets SMGs.
Oh, the 87 target sights are broken. Okay, that's what it is. It's not anything in particular. It's just the 87 targets busted. If I can fix that somehow. Well, you probably have to use either the Glock 19 or something else. Let's see if it's the modified one that does it, or if I can get away with using a stock one. Yeah, a stock one works. That's weird. So it's just that preset's busted for whatever reason. Weird.
How is a 45 doing more than a 308?
I don't know.
No recoil.
Which weapon?
Vector?
Oh yeah.
Bottom.
Again, yeah. I don't know how, but it does. Yeah.
I'm gonna try it.
Optics. Oh, is it the optics that are broken? It is. They broke the optics slot on the 87 target. God damn it. So yeah, you can't run the 87 target with optics anymore. That sucks.
Oh, you don't get sights.
Huh?
Spectre doesn't get sights.
Really?
Yeah.
Let me have a look at that, actually. I'm kind of curious now.
It's not the worst thing. It's just a long tube in the middle of your screen for the most part.
Let me have a look at this real quick. I want to have...
Vector.
Yeah, I want to have a look at this now that you're mentioning it. I just want to see what it looks like. Oh. Oh. Yeah, that would get annoying very fast.
I mean, it's workable, absolutely.
Oh, but you can put optics on it. You can put optics on the Vector, so it's fine.
Yeah, makes it much better.
For a second, I was like, wait, what? And because, like, I know like I was saying, the optics on the 87 target are currently broken. I just tested that right now. They are bugged. I might actually
Is
just
Vector
run them.
suppressed?
It's supposed to be, but integrated suppressors don't work. If you want a suppressed 45, use the Spectre M4.
Yeah. What else do you have? What about the MPL? You get a off-the-wall weapon in Black Ops 1. It's 9x19, so it's gonna do a lot less.
Yeah. Let me check on that real quickly. I want to check on something. Yeah, you can't suppress it, by the way.
MPL is terrible.
Yeah, MPL is a fun weapon though for funny though.
Yeah.
If I'm gonna run a submachine gun though, I'm probably gonna run either the PP19 or the Spectre M4. Just cause that way you're at least running something that can be suppressed.
I'm gonna try the Ventrez, and I'm gonna play with the PP a little bit.
I'm gonna do something very stupid. So I've got a Vityaz.
Oh, you can put stuff on your PP. Nice.
Also, wait, what was this about a Ventrez? What? Ventrez is not in the game.
How do you...
Wait, which weapon are you talking about?
That from?
What, the
I might have
36M?
said the name wrong. I don't speak Russian.
The
19.
Oh, you got a Glock
Vityaz?
19. Oh yeah, the
No,
Vityaz.
the
Yeah, the Vityaz. Yeah. You can get 36Ms from like quests. I've gotten
Also,
a couple of them.
Butchered the... Also, they butchered my PP. It's... What is that?
Oh, it's very good once you put attachments on it.
I know, but it's like, it's just,
Oh yeah.
it's
Why is it?
It's like, I mean, have you seen what, like, the old drums? Like, that's like peak male TP performance right there. This is like modern. John got a hold of it and knows what he's doing in a workshop and put a folding stock on it.
No. Oh, you mean the
Pistol grip.
PPSH? You mean the PPSH, not the PP19. So I have a thought on why that looks that way. It's kind of like a halfway between. It's because it's a halfway between the PPSH and the PPS, which is a later submachine gun. So it's kind of like halfway between those two. It's kind of like the thing. But yeah, I see what you mean, where it's got the AR stock on it and such. And it just looks a little weird.
It hurts my soul to look at.
Well, you see, the reason it's like this is because, in fact, rifle is not fine. Rifle was
okay
made
with-
for illiterate conscript.
Rifle, if it was designed by the COD Vanguard devs.
I think it was. I'll go back.
Let's see here.
I can't look at that.
Yeah, 108 rounds of 9mm, and then maybe 20 rounds of 20mm. Because I'm basically never going to fire this thing. If I end up firing this thing, something has gone very wrong. I'll just put it that way.
Oh, that the sniper, I think. The one that looks like the 36 mil. Where did you get that one from?
This one? I got it from quests. I think you can get it from... I forget what quest you can get it from. But there's a couple of quests you can get it from. I just don't remember which ones off the top of my head. But it is a very interesting beast. I'll just put it that way. It's a very interesting beast in a lot of ways.
I like that some of the weapons you can't just...
I think every time like some random joins, I'm just going to say that every time some random joins now. Just, hello, you're on TV.
Oh, they have an XM25. Oh, how much ammo do you need?
For the XM25? Yes.
No, look at his AK.
Oh, God. We're getting 1,000 rounds of 5.45. We're going to base it and get 100 killers on spawn. This is going to be funny as hell. This is going to be funny as hell.
Okay.
Wait.
How does he have so much space? No, he's using pack mule.
Yeah, I was going to say, because he's using pack mule.
Payday 2 build.
He got them ammo. He got them ammo bags
Yeah.
on call.
He got that ammo on him.
Got Bulletstorm aced.
No, bro.
Meanwhile, I'm over here with a drain pipe sticking out of my back.
I like the way Shaman moves already. I like it a lot better.
Yeah.
I like it a lot.
Oh, there's the radar thing.
He moves so much faster.
Yeah. So Scab Girl is the fastest character, but she's also very squishy. And carry weight really affects her. Like, as soon as her carry weight goes up, as soon as you put like any carry weight on her, her speed doesn't change, but she takes forever to get up to speed.
Oh, he checks stuff so much quicker.
Oh boy. Already.
I mean, this isn't that much of a surprise.
Yeah.
Also, rig lights for days. You need rig lights, just come right on up here.
Yup. Well, we got hunter killers. That means it's time for me to start breaking out this thing.
Yep.
Assuming it's not the dog anyways.
He should be down below, right? So we should be able to see him.
Yeah, but sightlines on this area are not great.
We'll go down and check first. I'm not seeing anything.
Can I already say it's not the dog? It's not the dog. We're good. We're good. We're good. It's EODs.
Oh.
Everyone for themselves.
I do hope they make this game a little bit smoother.
Yeah, I mean, like I said, this is still in a very early development state, and like I said, they're making fairly steady progress.
Whoa.
So I'm not too worried about that. Yeah, the hunter killer's over there, by the way, where I was pinging just now. Okay, good. Takes care of that problem. Really takes care of that problem.
Do you think that they're gonna have actual quest lines and quests that you can't redo?
Maybe. I don't think it fits this kind of game, though. I don't think there's
Don't
going to
think
be
so?
non-repeatable quests, no. There'll be quest lines, but they'll all be repeatable. Unless it's like a tutorial or something, they should be repeatable.
I mean, the opening bit is definitely repeatable.
Mm-hmm. God, this thing is so dumb, though. This
I
thing
guess
is
just
such
opening
a
up the areas a little
dumb
bit more would be
gun.
Another
yeah.
would like to see.
Also, really want to know why we're getting HK spawned so goddamn fast. It's like we're not even doing anything like dramatic. It's we go up, we fight maybe one squad of cyborgs, and then suddenly 100 killers have been deployed. You know what I'm saying?
Clear, yeah. Another thing is a bit clearer specification on who you're shooting at would be nice.
I mean, if you tag them, you'll see.
Yeah, but it's like a little bit more distinction because it's like, okay, who's using what guns? Who's wearing
The
different
silhouettes,
clothes?
the silhouettes are better on other maps. It's just that Ashen Mesa is really foggy, so it's hard to see shit.
I have a similar problem on Scorched Enclave too,
Huh? I
and
don't know what.
Elephant Graveyard.
I don't know what to say
Or
about that because the
Elephant
silhouettes are pretty clear to me on Enclave.
Then it's also everybody starting with hero blank. So that gets a little confusing.
Maybe I could see how that might confuse you, but it's never been a problem for me. So, oh fuck off! Stupid drone. Thank you for those. Ooh. All right, I'm moving back down towards y'all. And I'm thinking we should probably consider leaving soon. Okay, there we go. Stuck on some terrain. All right. All right, I'm heading back towards... I'm heading towards y'all right now. Oh, what do we got here? APC 9 Pro. Can't carry that. Can't carry that. Or that.
Yeah,
Let's see what else we got here. Nothing there.
Bridge you back.
Yeah.
Looks like 2 hunter killers.
On the bridge or where?
Right behind you, yeah, on the bridge.
Oh, those are just normal EODs. We could ignore those. Well, not anymore, but we could have. That one's not a normal EOD. Punk! God, I love this thing. I never get to use this thing, but it feels so goddamn good when you do. All right. I'm moving down towards the bridge. Nothing there, nothing there. What are we dealing with here? Insurrection over there is still hanging around, though. That's a hunter killer. I'll probably be last out because I've got plenty of 20 mil on me still. And that gives us better protection. That'll give us better coverage against hunter killers. Okay, good. We're all clear? Good. I don't know why it's telling me that. I don't have any explosives on me. Hold on a moment. Gotta run down here, and then we'll be out. And then I gotta take care of something real quick once that happens. So probably be a little break once we're out on this run. So down this way, good. I'm not even gonna bother with that because I am full up. Go, 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 go. All right, we're out. And like I said, gonna be a little break now before the next run, just because I gotta go take care of something, all right?
back.
Hello,
Cinnamon
yes.
Man.
Hello, yes. All right, let's see here. Quests, because I got a couple of them I need to turn in now. I just realized that. So let me see. Quests, sniper sweep. Good. Got an NTW 20 out of that. Let's see. What map? Okay. Gotta change my loadout now. Let's see where we go from here. Probably gonna not keep the 36M because it's a funny weapon, but it's also just super awkward to use. On the other hand, it is really nice for when, you know, the fact that hunted killers spawn almost instantly. I think we are going to stick with it, actually, because of that right there. That's good. That's good. No. That's good. All right, now I'm ready to go. Waiting on you to have to read, and then we'll be going again. You ever see those like little long cucumbers? You ever have those?
They're called pickles, so probably
No,
not,
no. These aren't pickled. And it's like a specific variety of them. I'm trying to remember what the hell they're called. Because they're like small, they're like really long and thin. I think they're called like Persian cucumbers, but they're really fucking good, is the thing. Yeah, it's Persian cucumbers. They're really fucking good. I think I just like cucumbers in general too, is the other thing.
Ready.
Especially in this weather right now because it's fucking hot outside.
It's been raining up here for the past couple days. It's been nice.
Mm-hmm. The problem is what happens after it starts after it's finished raining. Because then everything's all muggy and shit.
I'm further up north, so it's gonna be nice and cool for a little bit.
Lucky
But if
on
it
that
just
one, I
decides
guess.
to be hot, then
Yeah, no.
it's gonna suck.
That's what I'm saying. It's like the day after it finishes raining, it's miserable. Because the air just feels like soup.
Ow. Let's move back.
All right. I guess then now. So, start the countdown. There they are. Oh, that medium mech is firing some shots up here. Oh, there's Eurasians here. That's why.
You're not my agents here, you're agents.
That mech really wants us.
You'll never get this. You'll never get this.
Nothing. The rig light. Don't care. Healed it because I took some damage from the blast, from the splash on there. From that mech. What do we got ammo for in here? What do we got ammo for in here? 5.45, 50 cal, 12 gauge. Ooh, plenty of 50. I'll take that. I'm not using anything that runs that, but I'll take it.
Normally pretty good money, so I just take it to have it.
Yeah. The fact that there's no hunter killer EODs there has me kind of worried. Because normally when we get hunter killers, if it's EODs, they spawn up there. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So let's keep moving up. Let's see what we got here then. Oh, we got hunter killers out in the distance. Let's see if we can
It's
get
a
an ID.
grabber. It's a grabber.
Fuck. All right,
Down
that
to the
means
bridge.
it's time to leave. Hate the grabbers so goddamn much. Like I said, it's not even like scary or threatening. It's just annoying. If it could be like killed, it would be a lot less annoying. I actually know exactly how I would set up the grabber too in terms of its health and such. I'd make it about the same health as the Exo, but I'd also make it easier to stun than the Exo. Because it doesn't have as much armor as an Exo. So if you like blew its, you know, you could like stun it, basically stun lock it by blowing up its limbs.
I think that's what the cryo ammo may be used for.
No, cryo ammo lets you do that to normal enemies, but that's how I'd like, you know, I would say like if you hit it with like a high caliber weapon, like like a 50 or a 20 millimeter, you basically be able to blow off its limbs. At least that, like I said, that's how I'd have it set up anyways. Just because that would make things, I think that would make things run smoother. Oh god! These cyborgs are so bugged out over here.
Is it bad up there?
No, they're just stuck in the floor.
Oh. I mean, free loot is free loot.
Yeah?
Is it me or are they dropping double?
What?
The cyborgs. Feels like
They might
everybody's
be.
dropping
I
double
think.
loot
Oh,
bags.
I think I know. Some enemies do because of the new loot stuff that's been added recently. So you're getting the new loot and the old loot at the same time because they haven't, you know, done it properly.
Yeah.
Ah. What we doing up here? I've never actually been in this part of the map. Now that I'm thinking about it.
Really?
Yeah, because usually whenever I'm coming down here, it's to get the fuck out of the map. It's to get the fuck out. So
Oh,
I just go
that's cool.
straight for the extract at the bottom.
If I can, I always try to make a stop up there.
Hmm.
Sometimes you can because androids, drones,
Yeah.
dudes,
Yeah, I know what you mean.
no ammo. You know
Seriously,
how it
though. If they're going to keep the dog as a hunter-killer, they need to get rid of its invincibility. I seriously just do not care how much people try and defend it by saying, oh, if it's not invincible, it's not scary. Bullshit, it's not scary.
This
It's
game
not
is just
scary
not
already.
scary in general.
I was gonna say, the dog is already just not scary to begin with. It's just annoying.
I don't think this game is even supposed to be scary. It's just like, it's just like, what if we make those MGS4 sections where you sneak between like two warring factions into like an entire gameplay loop and you loot shit, and that's pretty much it.
If it's supposed to be scary at all, it's just from the atmosphere. It's not from enemies or anything like that. Like, there's supposed to be tension from the fact that, like you were saying, you're going between two warring factions. As you're like a rat going between two warring factions. But that's not quite the same idea. At least not if you ask me, it's not. Also, what was the what sections you said?
I don't even know anymore.
You alright, bro?
I'm a little bit tired.
I mean, if you're tired and you need to go to bed, go to bed. You know. Or just, you know, if you need to get off. I'm not gonna, like, judge you for that.
Yeah.
I am. I always do.
Shut up! Shut up! Oh, thanks for the follow. By the way, thanks for the follow, Why So Savvy. I missed that until right now. Probably because I was off doing something else when they followed, but thank you for the follow, Why So Savvy.
I'm probably just gonna take it easy for the rest of the night.
Like I said, I ain't judging you for that.
Yeah. Or
Yeah, you gotta take care. You gotta, like, you know, take care of yourself. That's the main thing I would say. Is like, take care of yourself first. You know what? I'm honestly thinking we might call it here after that run. Maybe do one more if you're up for it.
Well, it doesn't matter to me.
Yeah, I think we'll call it here then.
All right.
We'll call it here. Let's see who we can raid into. Who can we raid into that I haven't raided in a while? Ooh, let's see. No, Callie's on. I don't know about that. Dorney. Oh, let's raid Tiff. I think Tiff would be interested in this game, but she hasn't played it. So I'm gonna set that on this side. And as always, you want to see what I'm up to off stream? These are all the places that you can find me. And let me grab that for the YouTube side as well before I cut y'all loose. And let me get the raid message for the Twitch side. There we go.